The show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
And good morning. I'm glad y'all made it.
Yeah, I was sipping that coffee, get that oomph going because
Well, we need it.
It's Thursday.
It is. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie as we embark on this. A little warmer today, as I mentioned a moment ago. 102 on the heat index. We should reach 93-ish.
Yeah, and you'd think we would be used to it by now, but we're not. It rained everywhere at my house yesterday.
And you didn't get it? Boy, it flooded in most places yesterday.
Our poor fish is over there going, could I have a glass of water, please?
What?
It's bad.
And I'm not sure that I actually can remember the way it was worded. I'm going to hit close to it, what CNN said about Donald Trump. They called him the crime fighter, commander and firefighter. Crime fighter and...
something like
commander-in-chief. Something like that, somewhere around that. So they took it to that next level, and it really turned on them because everybody's really taken to this Batman look that is out there.
Well, the four people who still watch CNN, supported them going after Donald Trump. But the fact of the matter is,
crime fighter in chief.
Crime fighter in chief. Crime is up. Everywhere, not just here, everywhere crime is up. And it's because there are no consequences anymore. And when you have the United States Capitol and people are being mugged, there's cars being stolen, there's businesses being broke into, this is the place in the United States that people around the world want to come and visit. And you've got to maintain the safety of the United States Capitol.
Did you hear all that, the statistics I was talking about earlier in the first show, to where they had people in charge, and it's just like here or anywhere, you have someone who keeps up with your crime statistics. Every call that it goes through 911, they list that. Is it a bad call? Is it something minor? And they were caught in D.C. changing them. They'd have a lieutenant show up on it and go, this ain't a burglary.
They didn't use a gun.
I saw some spray paint on the ground. Change this to graffiti. And that's what they were doing. And even with people being shot, this is misdemeanor. They didn't want to press charges, so nothing really happened. Well, it still happens. And that's how they were fudging on the numbers. Has that happened locally before? By golly, it sure has. I've seen it.
Well, I know the Sheriff's Department reports to the Federal Crime Bureau that has these statistics.
Tough word to say so early in.
I mean, I ain't had enough coffee for that word yet. But it goes along with getting that information out. People really do want to know what's going on, crime-wise and not. The more you hide it, the worse off it's going to be, because once it does show its head, it's going to be out of control.
And D.C. is that way.
And D.C. has gotten that way. False reports. If you don't like the report, then do something about it.
That's correct.
And that's what these reports are for, so you can gather and say, ooh, wait a minute, we're getting out of hand here. Let's focus on this.
I have not watched any anybody that's reporting from the scenes of what's going on. I can almost see there being a protest in Washington against this, and they start throwing things at federal agents, which could escalate into all of them getting arrested. Because I don't think they would allow it like these police departments that we watched, where they burn buildings and just let them do it. I have never understood that. When you see that first thing go flying through the air, you go get that person.
100%.
Lock them up.
And you call them a scapegoat.
Matter of fact, arrest the 10 friends around them, sort it out later.
You know, that's a scapegoat.
Yeah.
We're going to make an example out of you. Because if people start seeing that you take these actions serious, they'll start slowing down. And maybe, this isn't the best thing. Chief Sanders is dealing with it. He's getting out. Carl says, be careful, Chief, because these people, they don't understand you. They don't like you.
And I need to talk to a judge, but I got wind of something yesterday that there's a tide changing in Meridian to where in the past, the last administration, you'd be arrested for something and there was really no fine. That's not the case now. It is being implemented with fines now in Meridian. If you take, say, it's $1,000 fine.
So
I got to get all the details on this, but I think there's a change that we're getting ready to see
and it's
here.
Not much. So, what group has it come out to now with all the proof that's coming out? Failed to protect our Capitol on the 6th. Y'all know what I mean? The 6th.
Yeah.
Pelosi is the one who welcomed everybody to come in. Pelosi herself has admitted to that. Now we got somebody else out here saying, also, now you want to support the Capitol. What about the 6th? The Democrats, do you not see? Pay attention. It's already been proven. The Democrats were the one who opened the doors and allowed this to happen.
The police opened the door. I saw that.
And said, please come in. It has been proven. The Democrats are the ones who pushed the 6th to be what it was.
And what Odie means by that is Nancy. Nancy, all that was on her shoulder. And they even had a video in the car that night. If you remember that, they were doing a documentary and she made a comment about that. But there is no doubt with what we're talking about, that the doors were open. We did lose a life that day. And I watched the video of that girl that got shot at the Capitol that day. She was on somebody's shoulder. But
President Donald Trump said, hey, just to be cautious, let's call in the National Guard to help protect our place. Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, all of them said, no, we're not going to allow that. Now hindsight tells us why. Because it was their people that was raiding the Capitol. Pay attention.
Now,
look at what's really going on.
And we see this also. I want to say this on all of these with protests and things around the U.S. You'll have a group that probably doesn't mean any harm, but there's people that are hired to mix in and mingle with them to look like that group to cause problems. You know what I'm talking about? They're paid, what do you call people that do that?
Yeah.
They're bad people.
There was a guy who came out, and he goes, the reason I'm coming out is because they failed to give me my last 2 paycheck. Insurrectionist. So that's what he is, a paid insurrectionist. The only job he has is he is called and said, go to this city and cause some problems.
Where was that where loads of bricks were delivered to cities during that just does not happen. That ain't right.
Agitators. There you go, Joe. They're the agitators too. Look, we're going to send you some bricks. They're going to be out here so you can throw through windows.
And it doesn't matter if you're a Republican, if you're a Democrat, or you're independent. You shouldn't do things like that. That should never happen. That's orchestrated crime to me if you allow that to happen.
Whether I like it or not, if you've got something that you're upset about and you want to protest it, hey, we live in the United States of America.
You can do that.
You have that right. But flipping cars, burning cars, throwing stuff through windows, killing people, all that,
you should stop.
That's not it. But if you want your voice heard and a reason why, then go for it. I have zero issue with that. But the way it's being done in these other cities is terrible. It's like a football game. When you win a football game, you have a party and destroy towns. And here's a big one: you tear the goalpost down.
And what about this? I have never understood this and why people aren't prosecuted. Because there's people like you and I that are trying to get to work. You've got to be somewhere, and then they jump out and block an interstate. That's not right either. That's not right to that. It could be a medical emergency back there. Somebody trying to get somebody to a hospital, and there's people blocking the hallway.
I've been to the Capitol. The last one I went to, it's been a few years ago. I went to the National Fire Academy and took some classes, was there for 2 weeks, and went and spent the weekend in Washington. And there was no riots that day. But you know what has changed since when I was back years ago? was a lot more streets are closed. You can walk around, but no more cars because they're afraid of what's been going on. So I've been there twice in the last 10 years.
Never been.
And it's, we hadn't had riots that day. But they happen. We're not saying riots happen every day. But it's proven that the Democrat, and there's difference between federal and national Democrats and there is local Democrats. Because our local Democrats don't act like that.
No, we never had protests like that.
No.
If you disagree with somebody, talk about it.
And I vote for Democrats. I don't vote Republican. I don't vote Democrat. I don't vote independent. I vote the person. I don't care what your party is, but if your thoughts and beliefs align with mine, I will put my check by your name. I don't care. But this is the National Democrats are the ones who have been proven that they were the reason that all this has happened.
We'll see what becomes of it as Washington, D.C. is on lockdown now with federal authorities. But, let's hope none of that happens, but I'm shocked it hasn't so far. We've got a lot going on today. We're going to get into local events and what happened over the last 24 hours. It's a bunch that's been going on. Some boo-boos, some wrecks, and snakes. Snake.
No shoulder was out. You got kind of close with that camera. You surprised me.
Well,
or did you use the zoom feature?
No, I knew he was there and he'd get bit first. So long as I keep one body in between us, I felt safe.
He didn't have the tail and the end was closer to you.
I can move pretty quick when need be. Everybody knows the snake dance. We'll talk about the snake and how it happened at Hobby Lobby yesterday here at the Scotty Ray Report.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning to save the day. We can keep you comfortable with special savings for your home, like up to $3,000 off new HVAC systems or a tune-up for just $69. Keep the power on with a generator. Get $200 off installs and 0% financing for 60 months. We do it all at Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning and offer financing options for any repair or installation. Call for a free quote or visit us online at HeblonHeatingandCooling.com.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back as we get this day started. Now, if you're squeamish, is that the word?
Yeah,
If you're squeamish and snakes bother you, might want to look through your fingers for just a few moments. We're going to go live to the parking lot there. Well, not live, but it was live then.
Yeah.
To Hobby Lobby in Meridian, to where it was reported that someone saw a big, long, 6-foot snake slithering around, I'd say 5 to 6 foot, slithering around in the parking lot, went under a pickup truck and didn't come out. Well, that's truly what happened. I thought, he's gotten out, but no, he done got him a ride as we go here to show you this. Animal control to the rescue. They're on the scene there. Now, as you can see, he's got his face smashed down pretty close there to the, I figured it was better for him than me.
It looked like he got 2 flashlights. Make sure he's got.
He does. And he has figured out this is where he is. The smart one is the one with the gloves.
And 2 flashlights. I'm going to see him coming.
And they have discovered where he is. Let's move this just all right, here we go. He sees him down in there. He can't get his hand to it. Right there. I don't know if you can see it.
I ain't going to get my hand down in there if I could.
But you think about that. How many times have you gotten in a car and not known that there could be a snake in there? All right, here it goes. They cannot get tongs to it. Here it comes. Look at this, Otis.
And I mean, he's just grabbing him mid-body.
Yeah. I guess that's a chicken snake, right?
Yeah, it is.
Don't matter. But look how big this old boy is.
He's a long one.
And he's
rat snake, chicken snake.
So, and that's the way it went down yesterday. I'd wrap that a little bit tighter there if I were you. But think about that. You go to the store and what does she have? And I have heard of them coming up through the vents inside the car with you.
They'd probably come up and be looking at you through the windshield. Scotty Ray reporting live from a wreck.
And I know a lot of people that are going to, and there's people go, oh, a rat snake's good. It may be, but not in my world. There's only one type of good snake, and we all know what that term is.
Well, there's two, a king snake to go with it.
Yeah, I ain't worried about him either. It slithers and slides on the ground, and they can make some time, let me tell you.
I saw one of those king snakes in my yard, and I saw him, and I said, man, you need to have a talk. You're welcome to stay here rent-free. But if you see me outside, I need you to stand up, wave your head, and make sure I see you, and I'll let you be. But if you sneak up on me,
I may be more concerned
it.
that you're talking to snakes, Odie.
Well, I mean, some of them may listen.
What was the old Tom T. Hall song, Oh Sneaky Snake Comes Dancing, a wiggling and a giggling? It's been many a... And then there was the other song, what was that guy's name? I don't like spiders and snakes, and that ain't what it takes to love me.
Yeah.
He was on Hee Haw a lot. I can't remember what his name was, but...
I don't mind a shark, but I'm not dealing with a snake.
Snake is the most... I think a lot of us, include me, it's known as a serpent there, and it just means bad.
I sure did. Charlene said I moved completely out of a house. I sure did. I got rid of that and everything.
Were you kind of like the Dollar General in Scuba when the snake went in? They just shut it down?
I showed up at Mama's house with some laundry. She said, Mom, can I borrow your washing machine? Why? I said, I moved. She said, I said, there was a snake in the house. House for sale.
Jim Stanton. Jim Stanford, that's right, that was his name, Jim Stanford. I don't like spiders and snakes.
As a logger, I've had several mornings with snakes in the cabins of my equipment. I'd have had the day off, Robin.
Because they're constantly looking for something warm, I guess is what a snake is. And that's why they're drawn to a motor. They like the warm weather. Hubba, hubba, hubba.
Woof.
I'm telling you, I've got the willies in all kinds of ways. It makes my hair stand up on my arm thinking about it.
They say now they really don't hibernate. So they don't sleep during the winter. They're cold, so they go find a place to warm up at.
Tell me this, water moccasin, it? I've seen them in toilets. Can they actually really get into the sewer system, come up in the toilet?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all just keep going in there in the dark and aren't turning the light on, and you're gonna regret it. That's all I got to say.
Any snake can do that.
Yep. Y'all be looking where you're sitting. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whew. We had a fire last night, and we had the Meridian Fire Department arrive at the scene to handle the situation. Let me refresh this. And they did. This was behind the old Dairy Queen on 8th Street. As we go here, let's take a look at this. As they say, no fire too large because, well, they can handle it. That is fully engulfed. That's 8th Street there, AutoZone right down the street.
38th Avenue. A lot of memories in that house. A lot of memories.
Did you go to it?
Yeah. Miss Mabel, the manager, lived there.
There's Dairy Queen there.
Yeah.
There's another angle at it, and that's Calvary Baptist Church on the corner there. They had to bring out the big guns.
Miss Mabel and the Connells, they lived there, and would go up there and see them. Beautiful, beautiful home.
It is no more. Now, Odie, I was there, I want to say a year or so ago, and the Meridian Fire Department put out a fire that was in that home then. And it just telling it how it is, it was homeless people that lived there. When the fire department arrived, I was told that there was thought to be 2 people that lived in the upstairs of the home. They weren't in there, to my knowledge. Everything ended up being okay. But the fire department has a lot of responsibility when they show up and get that fire out, make sure no one's in there.
That's right.
And it's
they
hard when could be homeless people in there because you have no one to 100%.
Say, yeah, they do or they don't. That's hard to believe that was the original Dairy Queen.
That was it.
Man.
That's where your daddy started it, right?
Yeah.
It's gone. I can remember being at the Datsun dealership and walking down and buying one. You remember the Datsun dealership?
I do. I used to drive a
Datsun?
Yep.
Then they went and really messed us up and called it a Nissan.
Yeah. Yeah, they said they just come up with this vehicle and they didn't know what to name it. And they
had 7 days to do it, didn't they?
Yeah. I had this guy that was his job, was to come up with a name. His boss come up to him and says, "You've got 5 minutes to come up with the name of that truck." And he goes, "That soon?"
On a hot day chasing crime in Meridian, to make a man thirsty, there's no better way than an ice-cold Coca-Cola to quench your thirst.
Or an ice-cold Diet Coke if you prefer that flavor.
No matter where you're at, stop by a local store and support that store and Meridian Coca-Cola. They're supporting us every day.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Somebody sent us something somewhere.
Yeah, said check your inbox. We checked it, didn't see it. We'll check it again.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I did get and we'll post this in a little bit, of a snake that was arrested and taken into custody by the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. I've got pictures to prove the whole thing there.
Central
he was
he's
been transported. Ain't no way I'd have touched him.
Oh man!
So we'll get into that here in just a little bit there. Let's see what else has gone on the last 24 hours. I arrived on the scene yesterday afternoon near Webb Funeral Home. Somebody called me and said, "You need to get over here. Somebody's going down the road the wrong way, driving in the wrong lane."
Ooh.
That attracted the popo who happened to be sitting there, and he goes,
"A little attention."
Well, look at there. Then out beside the building over there, I pulled over to Webb Funeral Home. They were giving a little studying test in the alleyway. You ever seen that test done?
Yep.
Yeah. There's one on YouTube of an old cowboy that had been out and
dancing.
Yeah, she gave you that, and he could
say
dance.
the ABCs backwards. Why, yes, I can.
He passed everything. She goes, "How can you dance so good?" "Well, I'm drunk."
Uh-oh. That was good.
That was a good one. Well, this one forgot to study for the test, and again alleged as things can go to court and be changed, but. At the scene, the person charged with alleged DUI, and he was just trying to get to the liquor store. This is where this all happened, in front of the liquor store there, and you do get a drive downtown there, as they'll even open the door for you.
Yeah, they're nice. They'll even feed you.
Yeah, from the Queen City.
Yeah.
But that's how it all happened there, and a ride downtown. So if you're trying to get to the liquor store, stay on the right side of the lane that you're supposed to be in.
You got two to choose from.
Yes, sir. Yes, you chose the wrong one. Fortunately, no one was hurt, and that's for sure. But that's a Buick. You can't see it at that angle. I've got more video from the other side, but that was a Buick that made it up there.
Wow. Well.
Could be a new slogan for Buick. I'll try to.
We'll take you to the liquor store. Not safe, but we'll get you there.
Late last night, and this would be somewhere, I say late, it was 9:30, and it kind of unfolded very quickly as I started getting phone call after phone call. What's the popo doing over here near the break time?
Oh.
The old break time, it's going to probably be getting a new name very soon. Highway 19 North near Tractor Supply is what I'm talking about. I had two different people call and say, one say, I think it was 5. I had another one say, I think it was more like 11. Whether it was 5 or 11, I don't know. But there was gunfire that was reported in there. Police showed up to the scene. Allegedly, one person taken into custody at the scene. I'm not sure if the charges will stick, but one person taken into custody after some gunfire released. No one was hit. No buildings were struck that were found at the time.
They are rebuilding that store.
Had one fellow. That's Burns and Burns taking over that now. It will be
Really?
It will be different. It won't be like it's when Burns and Burns moves in. It's David and his gang will change.
Yeah.
Probably gonna fill in that big hole that's in the parking lot that'll swallow a small Buick.
Now, if we get somebody to go a little bit farther down to the old Exxon,
Yeah.
of course they keep on. There won't be nothing left.
You're talking about there on Highway 19. I don't want to say 100%, but Burns and Burns could be involved in that.
Well, look at there.
It almost sounds like a bulldozer needs to be dropped off.
Now, if we get a grocery store.
Do you want to know what's sad? Me and Debbie were there for the grand opening of that when it became a Dixie gas station many moons ago.
Yeah.
I can remember standing there. I also remember that grand opening of the ribbon cutting at Bonita Lakes Mall. 27... That was 98, I believe. 97, 98, somewhere along there. We were there for the grand opening of that. So many things have changed in the landscape here.
I remember me and Daddy sat down and talked, and I wanted to buy most of that land right there where Tractor Supply was, and build a Dairy Queen right there, because it was nothing. There was nothing there. You had Little Joe's Package Store, which was a superstop.
Right.
And then across the street, you had that little store there, and then there was nothing.
That's correct. It was not. I remember all that.
And it went down Kudzu Hills all the way down to that creek. And I mean, we were that close for purchasing that, and that's where we were going to build a.
You want me to tell you something,
Queen.
Odie? I think your daddy was right. If you were to look at how much is stolen daily out of Tractor Supply, you would have been in business very long.
You're exactly right.
Y'all, I am.
Yep.
When I tell you that I ain't kidding you or poking, it is daily theft, break in. It's just whoop.
Yeah, you couldn't hardly stay in business over there.
There'd be no way. Coming up, we're going to talk about what's been stolen in Kemper County. We got some pictures. Maybe you've seen it. We'll share that with you next here as we go north to Kemper County. All that's next at the Scotty Ray Report.
Spring is here. It's time to get your lawn looking its best with Kubota mowers. Parish Tractor's Kubota Z232 KW42 is the perfect mower for a pristine lawn. And now, you can own one with payments as low as $95 a month. Visit Parish Tractor today and take advantage of this amazing offer. 2.99% APR financing now through go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
More than a tractor store.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Barry asked me what years I was at Northeast High School. Northeast.
66 through.
In 1975, I showed up for first grade. And during that course of that year, we had the bicentennial year and had that program at school. I'll never forget it there.
Golly, I remember that.
And I graduated in 1987 is when it was. And I think we even had a prom back then, if I remember it. There is rumor of a class reunion. They had one at 10. And no one can figure out how many years. Nobody passed math, so they're trying to figure out how many years it's been since then. Have another one. We cannot attest to this, but rumor is, and we're having an alfalfa moment, that Chuck Roberts may be having a birthday today.
Yeah,
but
we're trying to get confirmation.
We don't hear from Chuck anymore because he got an alfalfa moment and fell in love, and he no longer hangs with the men. He is what you call domesticated wimp. He lost his van card.
Love in the air.
He's constantly, I'm being told, being spotted up in Pigeon Forge, the beach, holding hands and walking on a beach. That's going to wear off because she's going to quit cooking and it's going to go back to the old days. We know the outcome of this. I'm kind of like that. I can have a crystal ball and see what's in his future. Once you're hooked, Chuck, it's over. No more banana pudding. None of that's going to be happening.
Once. He's there. That's line and sinker. He caught that sucker by the lip and yanked it. It was set.
What did Wanda put on him?
I don't know. That wasn't salt. She sprinkled some of that pixie dust.
You think it was a picture of her General Lee that hooked him?
Might have been.
She's into that. I guess he just went outside and cranked up his car, went rum, rum.
Poor Chuck.
It's tough to be whooped, and well, y'all, we had to break the news to you first. If you know Chuck, he's whooped, and if you're inviting him to anything, he ain't gonna show up.
But you know what's good?
What?
Old Chuck is happy.
Is he?
Yeah.
He just thinks it, Odie.
Right
just wait till he wakes up. Jerry Reed wrote a song about that. She got the gold mine.
I got the shaft.
Split right down the middle. We mentioned Kemper County just a second ago. Something been stolen there, Odie, as we go here. Here it is, ATV, and there is a reward out for this. You can contact the Sheriff's Department if you've seen this. Let's look at these pictures here. This is a Raptor. This is one of those... what do you call them?
Four-wheelers.
Yeah, it's a four-wheeler, but the ones that are fast that usually run off of the gas, the mixture that are faster.
Two-stroke?
Two-stroke. That's what it looks like.
It does look like a bad little boy.
So if you happen to see that floating around Kemper County, usually when these are stolen, they go toward that Bama line some kind of quick.
If somebody got a four-wheeler for sale for cheap and it looks like that one, it's probably hot. And remember, you don't have to be the one to steal it. All you got to do is be the one to possess it. And that's breaking the law, too. I wouldn't go to jail.
Yeah, it's not worth it. The one that we had stolen that time, they actually saw it on the page and they called the Sheriff's Department and said, hey, we don't want to go to jail, but we just bought this.
Yeah, hey, here it is, and I know who I got it from.
The Sheriff's Department will always work with you on that. If you get a hold of something and something's not right, call them.
Yeah.
It's better to be up front of something suspicious now after my deal doesn't sound so good.
That's right. Yeah. No wonder it was cheap.
Those will happen there. So the Sheriff's Department, all about that. There's one thing I have learned since we got a new police chief.
They got a lot more bracelets than the other ones.
They have tons more bracelets. And if you happen to have a warrant and think, hey, it's a great night to go out and eat, Meridian is probably not the town to do that in. Because you will be greeted with more bracelets. Boy, they show them every day here. We're going out to Applebee's in the parking lot as numerous police showed up on the scene.
The beers ain't got nothing on Sanders, does it?
No, sir. No, sir. He got 2 warrants. She had 1.
Wow.
And so off for that little ride downtown they went. And again, all it takes is one traffic violation away from finding out that you've got warrants. So basically, if you're a bad guy, I'd probably stay out of Meridian.
Yeah, you might want to call an Uber to come bring you some food.
Make sure he can drive.
Yeah, we're gonna order in tonight, dear.
But that was a big one yesterday, as the parking lot was full of police there. They moved in on that, and it was a lot of activity yesterday. As a matter of fact,
either we're gonna have to build a jail in Meridian, or the Barriott's gonna have to expand.
It's getting tight.
Yeah.
Can you fit anybody else? No, we're kind of full tonight.
Yeah. DoorDash. Yeah, get you some DoorDash to bring it.
There's no lie. I think most people can see a dramatic difference in law enforcement in the month and a half. Has it been a month and a half now?
Yeah. The presence is there.
Used to, it was not the way it is now.
And the support of the community.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say that, the support of the community for Chief Sanders and the team he has assembled, you can see them making a difference.
I was out by Northeast Elementary yesterday. And I was talking to a guy. He said, man, I was driving down the road. And he said, I just saw this garbage can start flying across the road. He goes, that's odd. So he slowed down, and there was a car off in the bushes.
Oh, yeah, that'd do it.
It had a female inside. She's okay. She was taken for medical emergency, but ran off the road into the bushes. Let's go take a look at that scene there, Odie.
At the
Ooh, that'd be scary.
Missing a rear bumper and front bumper.
Wow.
And there she is there. And, boy, that's old kudzu vines and everything else. And I couldn't help but think, and I'll get to that. Let me show some more pictures here. This is how it is. The driveway was there, and the car just went straight through there, and then it was this huge drop-off.
And that's where she went.
And the General landed over there. And as we looked at the Meridian Fire Department on scene, there's a different view of how it kind of mowed down the
Is the
vine.
garbage can on it?
The garbage can survived. It just got a little bump. They're not even going to replace anything on it, believe it or not. But as we got there, thank goodness nobody was hurt on that. Could have been a totally different story there, but no one majorly hurt. Did get taken to be checked out there. Those things will happen there. Hot. And again, sometimes you can run. Me and you've been to many wrecks to where nobody could see you. That one would have blended in for a little while.
But yeah, you could have seen that. But we go to some that, what do you mean there's a car down there?
And this is where the newer cars, that Bluetooth would come in handy, to where if the Siri thing, to where you could tell your phone to call 911 if you needed to. I up until recently, till I got a newer car, I didn't know that feature even existed. Back there in the about two.
Well, they didn't have them in the '72 model there.
It just was not an option there. But it is the neatest thing. If you don't have a car that's got that, it is neat as all get out. You can just tell the car to call whoever. And if you were to where you couldn't reach it, the car would do it for you.
Well, now you got this OnStar.
Oh, hush up.
It'll call for you.
Crash.
We have detected, and we have had a few of those calls into dispatch.
And your cell phone now, like if you drop it on a road, it will call and tell them something's done happened. I can't tell you how many deputies have gone to where somebody left one on a hood. But also, if you're in a crash and you couldn't get to it, it would notify authorities that something has went down.
Yeah, man. Ooh.
The county ain't liking folks that try to make money off the sale of, meth. Have you noticed that lately?
Yeah.
They've been cracking down on that too. As we go here for a live update with Pitcher. SWAT team came to visit.
A little bit of meth, felon in possession of a firearm, intent to sell.
Nearly $2,000 was seized there.
Yeah, oxycodone, Adderall.
A little bit of everything there, and knocked 3 times on the ceiling. If you, I don't ever want to find out, but how many times does SWAT knock before they come on in?
I think once. Boom.
And they're inside with you.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind as the SWAT is out and about. You just never know.
I don't know. Sometimes, and I'm not real sure on this. Somebody may be able to help us. Do we have a no knock warrant in Mississippi?
I don't know that.
Where if you've got a warrant and you're going to see somebody, you don't have to knock. Now you do have to say, Lawndale County Sheriff as you walk in.
Or U.S. Marshals.
Or U.S. Marshal or whatever else. But you just go right on up in there.
The U.S. Marshals have been visiting our city quite frequently lately. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, the FBI, the Marshals. We've had a lot of visitors.
So much going on. Coming up next, we'll tell you about the big water leak that I said. We've been getting water leaks like there ain't no tomorrow.
Flushing the system.
I don't think we've got that one fixed yet by Metro, have we? On 16th Avenue?
I'm not real sure.
I would have almost thought I saw the road still blocked yesterday. But we done sprung another leak, and we'll tell you about it in just a moment.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Welcome back. This reminded me of how they wash the airplanes, Odie. You remember that? How the airplanes go through the...
Yeah.
Here's a still picture of that. This is the Dixie gas station. It's called something else now.
5 Points. Y'all know,
Fireman's Cutoff, but there's the store gas and go.
In and out or something.
Yeah, that's right there by that. East Mississippi State Hospital, a branch of it is right there. As it's water coming across the road. Matter of fact, let's just show you some video from that yesterday. This is how it started out, and it would worsen. It had that small leak there, and then it would get bigger and bigger. It was bubbling, but it began to go shooting across the road all the way. And that's not Jed Clampett stuff coming up there.
No, that's not crude.
And as you turn here, and if you didn't realize this was part of East Mississippi, it was.
Yeah, that's like a administrative building.
Yeah. I don't think originally it used to be that. It was something else years ago.
It was a school.
Yeah.
And then you got the haircutting place across the street.
Right. Yeah, that's correct. So it's a lot in that little neighborhood there. Have you seen all the activity that's going on the Sawashi?
They have been doing some work.
Man, and this is right on 14th, where the pickup truck went flying the other night.
Well, it saw the rock, because they had just put them up that day. They saw some rocks that looked like it wasn't in there tight, so they tried to pack them in.
All right, here we go. This is the new look that's coming on. It's looking a whole lot better.
It really is, and it needed it for sure.
Yeah, they're doing a fantastic job there. Again, that's Silver Dollar Palm. That's Acme Plaza back this way.
Yep.
And this is 14th Street going up to the hospitals. It gives you a look at what's happening in Meridian in those areas there.
Make it look nice.
Yeah. Okay, Brian said it was Stop and Rob store.
Stop and
And truthfully, that's why that store was vacant for so many years. It just kept, because it's kind of isolated by itself down there. And only the firemen in a glow can see it.
Brian, where were you at? Why didn't you go pick that snake up? Hey, man, I got a job for you to do.
He's got men that works for him.
Do that. Do it now, don't you?
I saw this yesterday, and I was headed back from lunch, and I thought, wow, I really like this one. This one looks good.
Man, that takes a lot of work.
Look at that. That's downtown Meridian, 18th Avenue. If you're headed toward the hospitals, you'll see that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I actually, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I actually like this a little bit better than what I see on the tunnel. I like the looks of this. That's pretty cool.
Well, that tunnel, you kind of go by it.
I can't read it. That's my
quicker. Well, you could. The short wall got Lauderdale County, and the long wall got Meridian. So they could have swapped it, but it looks good. Don't get me wrong. It was beautification, and that's great. But nobody really stops. But right there, people are at a red light. They can stop.
Yeah, you can glance up at that, and it looks real good there.
Brian said he had administrative duties.
Because I kept going, where's Brian? I said, I don't know, I'm looking for him in the parking lot. Hey, he's in charge of all goats.
That's right. He was under the bridge looking for him.
I forget where that was that night that poor Brian had to go out in the rain and wrestle the goat that wouldn't let the police up to a house. They were trying to get in, and the goat was in the front yard, and he wasn't letting them in. So, animal control to the rescue.
We take them all.
The things that go on behind the scenes that nobody knows about is sometimes.
I wonder if he got 3 hearts in a cup.
Hey, we got a festival coming up this weekend. Some kids from the Cub Scout. Odie,
say that 3 times.
I
the
cannot.
Cub Scouts Open House and Fun Day, Saturday from 10 to 2 at the American Legion Hunt there, 14083 Highway 15 in Decatur, Mississippi.
Y'all help them if you can there, because I'm having trouble even saying it this morning. I can't get my words correct. But it's a great thing, scouting event for the kids, and we do hope y'all support that and help them out. Is it time for Girl Scout cookies to be up on the wall?
Yeah, it's not going to be long if they're not. I hadn't seen them. No, we just got through with them, didn't we?
I don't know. I hadn't seen the popcorn. I thought popcorn and all was supposed to come out.
That's Boy Scouts. So yes, the Boy Scouts are coming.
Really?
The Boy Scouts are coming up with the popcorn for Christmas, I think is what he said. We'll have to check.
Did you know that Billy Joel had a motorcycle shop?
No.
He's and as we all know, he's had some health issues.
Yeah.
He's going to be closing that down. The Piano Man is closing his shop in New York. If you were a frequent customer of his, that's going away. I guess they don't have anybody to take over that.
Yeah. Maybe he'll close it and then somebody else will open it back up. And I hate that for him, though.
I know.
Man.
Verona, Mississippi, we had somebody do that bad thing there where they called it a threat to a school in Verona, Mississippi. They're investigating that, and we hope that they find out who did that. We've often had it happen here, and they're usually pretty quick. The man himself was in Jackson, Mississippi earlier this week, and I like Morgan Freeman.
I do, too.
Morgan was there this week as they went there for the Early Learning Alliance. And they were showing he was over there with some kids, and he really is a big supporter of all things that happen in Mississippi. I think a lot of him.
And kids.
Morgan is a gentleman among gentlemen. If you've never met him, he is everything that you would think. Yeah. And there's not many artists that I'll say that about. I give him an A+. He's just a good guy there.
He is an awesome dude.
Walmart better look out because there's some changes coming to Amazon. Before long, you're going to be able to order milk and things of that nature through Amazon to your door.
They're going to bring it by drone?
Well, that's in the discussions too.
Yeah.
And and let's go back and talk just a second here. We brought it up one day this week or last week about the Sears Roebuck catalog. As times change, you sometimes have to adapt to that. And the way the world is going is this delivery service is really helping out people. People that get off at 5 o'clock don't have time to run to the store like they used to and then get home with all the kids. Times are changing to where people want that delivered to their door. And if you own a business, it might be time to start looking at that, even on a local level of having delivery to a home. People really like this. And to move forward into where we are at this day and age, probably time to look at it.
I got one little thing for y'all, Walmart, right there on Highway 19. If you want people to order your food, they're going to sit in their car and they're not going to get out and go visit your store, I don't have a problem with that because I've done it once. Move to parking places. Why you take up all the prime real estate for the people who want to get out of the car? Now we got to park in the back to go walk into the store.
I thought they moved it out front.
Yeah, they did out front. And prime parking spot, they put, this is for pickup only. How about putting pickup only where they ain't getting out and walking nowhere? But now the people who get out and walk.
It used to be there. It used to be.
It used to be out on the side.
But I don't mean any offense to you, but I don't see where that really matters. Does it?
Well, it does to the ones who actually get out of their car and walk inside the store.
Well, just pick somewhere else, Odie.
I do, Dollar General.
I don't get that one.
I mean, so here's the store. You don't want to walk across the parking lot, right?
But that's one row. I mean,
no sirree, Bob.
It's right there.
No, there's 4 rows. They got 30-something parking places for people who don't want to get out of their car. And if you don't want to get out of your car, I don't have a problem with that. I think that's great. But you're taking prime real estate parking spaces from those who do want to go in and shop.
But before over there on the side, I don't think they had enough room but for maybe 10, so they had to expand because that demand is getting
I ain't
high.
never seen 30 people out there. See, I mean, everybody else is the same way. They agree. It's crazy.
It honestly does not bother
That's because
me.
you don't go to the store.
Well, I just pour and
You
go
go
in
to the gas station.
I go in. I'm there a lot, but I'll go in the automotive side and just go in through there, and you park right there at the door, and it's 2 feet.
Yeah, but then if you go get a grocery stuff, then you got to find somebody at the thing to check you out.
I just can't make you happy, can I?
Not with that part.
I don't know. That's never bothered me.
That just it gets me. The other day when we went in there, I was like, why?
I'm easy going, easy like Sunday morning.
I just moved the parking place.
Rascal Flats is coming to the great state of Mississippi. If you're a big fan of theirs, they're going to be on the Mississippi Gulf Coast before long. They're getting ready for their Life as a Highway tour. I think it's February. Then they're already announcing these tour dates. That's a long way out there. But Rascal Flats, I thought they had retired or something.
Yeah, I did too. Maybe that's why they're taking such a long time to get there.
They ain't youngins no more, y'all.
It took them a while to get there. Who was that yesterday said that was the Geritol series?
What show is it that's coming up this week in Meridian? Oh, yeah, the Allman Brothers. Is that who it was coming to town?
Oh, really?
It was some group that was coming to Meridian, and they called it the Geritol Tour.
No, that's it. It is coming up here.
Yeah, who was it? Wasn't it?
Golly.
I'll have to go look for that.
Yeah.
So I just my memory escapes me.
The Geritol. See, I've still got people talking about they agree with me on that.
Well, maybe
Burns
so.
me up.
It's y'all and Odie have a little. Y'all can have a little meeting. To
Marshall
discuss.
Tucker Band. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard it in a love song. Can't be wrong. I don't remember the rest of the words. Kansas, are they coming to Meridian?
No, that'd be good.
They sang, am I right? Carry On My Wayward Son?
I believe that's it, yep.
They used to play that a lot in Supernatural.
They were at the Iowa State Fair 3 days ago. Did you go, Charles? Since you're up there where the weather's not as bad?
For now.
Yeah, you're coming back for the summertime.
Ooh, doggy there. Have you heard this where Melania is threatening to sue Hunter for $1 billion? She said, take it back and take it back now. The original story on this, they backwalked it quick. It was a newspaper, if I remember correctly, it was a news agency, and let me word it that way, that said that Jeffrey Epstein hooked her and Donald up. And she said, I'm going to sue you. So they realized quickly they had lied and retracted their story. Hunter has gone on numerous television shows promoting that's how it happened. And she goes, we're counting down. You do a public apology now, or you're getting sued for $1 billion. At least she's telling him, take it back, and then we'll move forward with it. My, oh my. There goes the man with the computer that they said didn't exist. We all know it did.
Well, all of that's coming out too. These poor people who were listening to these.
That was ridiculous. That poor
reports.
fellow there that had that owned the computer company that went out of business over that.
Because of it.
Yeah. They ought to have to pay him for every day that he's been out of business over that. And he was doing the right thing of something on here don't look right, and he was right.
And here, our own government was hoodwinking. Every one of us, our own government. And then our own media, the ones that people, for some reason, still trust, misled millions of people by hiding the truth. And they knew the truth, but yet they still hid. And you want to know why people are so upset at the mainstream media and don't trust 100% of our government, because of what our government and what our mainstream media has done to the people over the past 10 years.
They just don't trust it anymore.
No.
Is there midget wrestling coming?
Maybe coming up pretty close to it.
Midget wrestling. They've had it several times at the Temple Theater.
You want to go?
I've never been. Is it entertaining?
Some say yes and some say no.
What's the negatives?
You got to get up real close to see them there.
I don't even know how to answer that. We'll be right back.
American Portable Buildings not only has buildings, but they also have trailers. They're budget friendly, zero down, no credit check. Come take advantage of these savings today. Take a look at all they have to offer. If it's a trailer you need, they have them from 12 foot to 16 foot to 18 foot, even car haulers. If you're tired of having to borrow a trailer every time you need one, see them today. Call 601-693-6200 or drop by for a visit at 4838 Old Homestead Road in Meridian. Grass cutting season is here, and if you need a new lawnmower, drop in and visit our friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have size yard you have. Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Visit our friends at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn.
Welcome back. As we hadn't found out if there's a show there or not, we'll find out there.
Yeah.
This is something I think that we've all known for some time, that this was real. There were some shadows cast on it. The shroud of, you pronounce it Turin?
Yeah, Turin.
Turin, the cloth that was covered over Jesus' body. Now they're backing up and going, yeah, it's authentic. One of the first researchers in this said, well, during those times, typically you didn't wash the body after somebody. You draped the cloth, and they were saying, oh, there's not enough on this cloth to justify that, so there's no way this person was washed. Now, after further investigation into the cloth, they realized that they were wrong in what they originally said. Can't always trust scientists in what they think. Sometimes they put their beliefs into it. But analysts, as they have studied all this, say it's for real, and it is what covered Jesus. It's an interesting cloth if you've never seen it.
Yeah.
It does show his image.
It does show his image, and checking that blood, there's only one set of chromosomes that made up the DNA, and more support that that was Mary and the Holy Spirit that created Jesus Christ.
Well, there you go. That
man, look at that.
And this is from Daily Mail. That's the cloth there. And it is held. It is probably one of the most valuable pieces of cloth in this world. It's always fascinating to read all of this and study this. But again, if you read the Bible, if you read in the Bible, you exactly know what we're talking about. That it is the real deal there. Huh. Yeah. But that's been brought up time and time over the last 2 to 3 weeks there. This has been top of the headline for lots of folks there. Let's see what else is happening this morning. Oh, wait a minute. We had something else go on yesterday that I almost forgot. Let me get back over here, Odie.
Everybody, I guess they're telling they can't believe Charlene and Amy have to deal with me. That's true. You know what? I sent you a picture of Charlene and Amy.
Did you?
Yeah.
When did you do that?
Just a little while ago. I put it in your inbox.
Okay.
Y'all are trying to... I'll show you what I have to deal with. It's rougher than what they have to.
We had us a rainbow yesterday. Look at that.
Wow.
After that's Highway 45 North there. We do appreciate it. And again, if you get one of those pretty pictures, let us know about it.
Yeah, we'd like to see that.
We like to share everything. Population resort. That's not what I thought it was. Scandal. I mentioned this yesterday morning to where there's a lot of people that, as we talk about religion, they try to hide within a church and do bad things. and hide behind it. And there's several ways you can do this, but they got an Alabama priest that's under investigation of saying that he's been having a fling with it. Started out when she was 17 years old. That would make it illegal now. Yeah. I don't know if she was 2 days short of her 17th birthday. Maybe there's more details than we know, but
now, how
most
old was
likely.
he?
Oh, he's on it. He's on up there.
Because that in itself.
He's 61.
So he's double her age. So if she was 16, he was 32 at the time.
Yeah. But she sure has waited a long time.
Yeah. Did they just break up or something? Boy, you want to say that he knows better at 32. It was wrong. It was wrong.
Absolutely.
But then why come out with it?
And there will be some go, well, she was scared, nervous at the time. That will be the answer from. So we don't have the answers, but
we don't.
That's stirring in Alabama. Some of the headlines there. Steve said one of the last books that Elvis actually read was The Shroud
of Turin. Man,
didn't know that. A lot of Elvis trivia out there. We got any birthdays this morning, Odie?
We've got a few. We got old Joe Bowman is having a birthday. Donnie Balia, Bali.
Go for it, Odie.
Don P. Don't sprinkle anything on my food because I messed up your last name. Don P's Restaurant. He's got a birthday. Donnie Balilo. My tongue got twisted. Chris and Deanna Branning, 32 years together today. Chris, Deanna, happy anniversary to you too. Chuck Roberts, of course, we talked about him having his birthday. I wonder if he's going to get his own little cake. Jimmy Doggett, 80 years young today. That is the father of Chief Keith Doggett.
Yeah.
Also captain with Meridian Fire Department. And Emily Hodges, 16 years young today.
You reckon Chuck's going to get one of those birthday songs like JFK did?
Happy birthday to you.
I can see it now.
I can too.
We can arrange this in a local restaurant if it can be done.
Carlos. I don't know if El Norte's got a piano. Can we bring one in there, like some keyboards?
Be entertaining. Hey, we got reports of a tree down now on Poplar Springs Drive.
Uh-oh.
Be careful there. Limbs in the road. They're going to be having the folks come out and take care of that before long. The road crew. They'll get that cleaned up. But use caution on Poplar Springs Drive right now until that's cleaned up.
Oh, we got Noah Ellis Cranford, 2 years old today. Happy birthday. Look at that. 2 years young. Ooh, I better pull up something.
Yeah, it's time for us to do that as this morning has flown away. An hour, believe it or not, has passed so quickly. And as we get ready to leave, we have a Bible verse for you.
Yeah, Caden Boswell, 20 today. Man, heard it on the radio. We're going to check into this curfew from 10 to 6. We're going to check that out and get...
What curfew?
For sure. City is going to impose a curfew for our miners from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Well, this is a new one that the chief has says we're going to take serious. And if this crime doesn't come under control, we're going to drop it down to 9 p.m. So we're going to check that out and see what we've got with it. But today, good Lord's going to take us to Acts 20, verse 35. In everything I did, I showed you that by this kind of hard work, we must help the weak, remembering the words the Lord Jesus himself said, it is more blessed to give than to receive. And it is part of what we should do and help the needy and help the ones who need help. In my eyes, it's to help the ones who truly deserve, just not going to take advantage of you. We've got people out there. But if you give someone money, it's not up to you what they do with it. You've done your good deed and you've done what you felt was right. And it's between them and God of what happens to that money. But it is always better to give and help someone out that truly needs help. Y'all have a wonderful day. We love you. Friday's coming, the big show. The whole crew be here tomorrow, huh?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
everybody's back.
We love you. We will see you then. Happy birthday, Tansy White.